Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how I built this really awesome electric longboard. I started off by making a butcher block style deck, so I just got a bunch of scrap walnut and then I glued it all together and made sure to get a lot of clamping pressure just to make sure that it's durable to all sorts of rocks and bumps. So for the style deck, I wanted to go with something that was clean and looked somewhat modern. So I started off by just freehanding the cutout that I wanted, and then here I'm cutting out a little notch for a handle that I will be putting on later. This is what it looks like. So right here, I'm making a case enclosure for all the batteries and the ESC that we'll be putting in to power up the motor. But I eventually go back because I didn't like the way that this battery case turned out. So here I decided to go with the clear grip tape because I really wanted to make sure that I could still show off the board, just because I think walnut looks very beautiful. And yeah, so essentially you just spray this stuff on and then you just pour on this stuff that is like kind of salt and sand, and it gets really nice and grippy. And you get to choose how grippy you want it, just depending on how much you put on. So that little notch that I cut out earlier, here's where I'm going to be putting a little metal handle. I think eventually I want to go back and make it out of leather, just because this metal handle is kind of rough. And here I'm making some headlights for the front of the deck, just so that people can see me when I'm riding at night. I simply made some little connections made out of aluminum, and then you just mount them onto the trucks. So here's where I go back and make a new battery and ESC enclosure because I simply didn't like the way that the old one looked. So here it is. So for the sheet metal enclosure, I started off by tacking it up and then welding it together. I used a small flux core welder and it works perfect for these types of projects. Here I'm just cleaning it up with some wire wheel, and then I eventually go back and put on some clear coat just to make it more durable. I absolutely love the way that this thing turned out. I also added some rear lights for this thing so that I'm even more visible to people on the road. Yeah, that's it though. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.